Hello and welcome back to the Trigger Trinity podcast. I'm Trigger Helix, joined
Triggerborn.
Thought I'd get that out of the way because I realised there was a massive delay in the last episode.
Was that?
Yeah, I rambled on for a bit.
Oh, that's cool.
What are we chatting about? What shit are we chatting today? What waffle are we talking?
What's our plan for zombie apocalypse?
Good shout.
I don't really have a plan.
You don't have a plan?
None.
You're just going to wing it?
Yeah, I always wing it. I
Right,
always talk
so-
about stuff I've heard or whatever.
Shall we add some notes to it, specifically? Because there's a lot of different types of zombies out there in different types of games and films.
All right, let's set the standard. If they're left for dead zombies, we're not surviving.
If they're left for dead zombies, I'm killing myself.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm alive myself. Can't get copyright strikes for that.
No. In Minecraft. Isn't that what the youth say?
Think so, yeah.
In Minecraft or in GTA or
Yeah.
whatever. But yes, I'm finding the easiest way to leave planet Earth forever.
Like
Because that is the worst way to go. I think that the Walking Dead zombies are pretty bad as well.
They're average zombies.
They're
shamblers.
average zombies, but did you know that there's
Hordes.
the one of the authors said that it's for every one person there is like 6,000 of them.
But that makes sense.
You're outnumbered constantly.
But you would be in a zombie apocalypse.
You would be, but the odds are just crazy. You wouldn't survive that, not really.
But you wouldn't survive. You wouldn't survive long in just in Left 4 Dead, or
No.
just what's the Xbox exclusive one? State of Decay,
Not played that.
because they're pretty similar to Left 4 Dead.
World War Z ones are pretty bad as well.
Yeah.
They're
No,
more
what-
like a hive mind
World War Z is more like a parasite
than a zombie apocalypse.
than a zombie, but they are zombies.
Yeah.
But they only go after healthy people because they
That was the weirdest part of that movie for
No,
me.
it's because they work like a bacteria, attacking healthy cells. So if you're already unhealthy, they'll leave you alone. Because you not remember there was that kid with leukemia that
And
they just ran straight
around
past him.
Yeah, they ran around
Yeah.
him.
Because they didn't care. They thought he was already one of them. They're only attracted to healthy cells, which is why the main character, Chris Hemsworth,
Didn't he inject himself with a bunch
he
of stuff?
injected himself with cancer. He gave himself cancer.
Imagine.
Well,
Yeah. That's why they broke into that lab. And when he did that, they stopped chasing him. But the World War Z zombies are fucking scary because they can climb.
yeah.
They're
They're
not,
organised.
yeah, they're not smart, but they're organised.
To be fair, okay, yeah, Walking Dead zombies I would take over
Anything
Last of
else?
Us zombies, World War Z zombies, the ones you just mentioned, and
So the Walking Dead are the only ones
The
who pick.
Walking Dead are the
Or
only
Shaun of
ones.
the Dead are fine as well.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
there's ones.
And Dawn of the Dead. So regular
Not Dawn
zombies
of
that
the
are
Dead.
just to get huh?
Not Dawn of the Dead.
No. So just regular zombies that are like shamblers and decaying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, I could agree with this.
Yeah, they just react
So-
to noise, I think.
But how are we assuming that you only become a zombie if one bites you, or is it like Walking Dead where everyone has the infection, and when you die, you become a zombie?
regardless, become a zombie, yeah.
Should we assume it's that
Yeah,
everyone's
that
already
sounds
infected?
More plausible.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
But then assuming a zombie biting you would just speed up the process.
Yeah.
That's the assumption.
Like some
Yeah.
virus. Or
Yeah.
You just get sick and you pass and then you turn into one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't imagine going up against a clicker one morning.
Oh no.
Going downstairs trying to scavenge for food and you got one of them chilling in the corner, bro.
Nah.
It's over, by the way.
So no, going back to bed.
It's over that day.
One fart and you're dead.
Yeah.
To be fair, have you never considered the fact that, well, the Walking Dead zombies can walk underwater and be fine? They don't need to breathe.
They're already dead. They don't need oxygen.
It's the...
Technically, their body would just absorb water.
No.
Yeah, do you not remember the Oceanside walkers from The Walking Dead?
Yeah, they're fat and floating.
Wait, was Oceanside in the main series?
I don't
Or
think
was
it
that in one of the spin-offs?
I think it was a spin-off.
I know they had wet zombies. They had submerged zombies, if you will. but I can't remember if that was the main. I'm pretty sure it was the main series. They had the wet zombies, and they found it really difficult to kill them because they were spongy.
Actually, I think your skin still acts like skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember.
So go on. What would you do in a zombie apocalypse? Assuming they're Walking Dead zombies.
Genuinely, I would probably head towards the sea. That way you've only got them on one side. And then probably try to hijack a boat.
Yeah.
And then that's it. And then wait out until, it sounds so bad, but wait out until humanity's numbers dwindle before I start scavenging for food and stuff like that. So basically, I would be disconnected from land most of the time.
To be fair, eventually the zombies are going to start starving away and
Yeah.
decaying more. So if you can just go back for supplies,
Thug it out.
Yeah, just pop in, grab some supplies, fuck off again to the ocean.
Yeah, I think the hardest part for me would be tricking normal people into thinking my boat is unmanned.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if they see the boat is manned and they see I'm safe, they're going to want to
Join in
or rob me or whatever.
If your family were alive, would you take them?
Yeah, 100%.
If we were alive, would you take us?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. But, mutiny means kicking you overboard.
Absolute cheek of it. Right, we're carrying on with that.
Alright, fair enough. But yeah, mutiny, just like that, means he's getting kicked overboard. but genuinely speaking, it would be a matter of, because you my boys, I would leave family on the boat and be like, we need to get wet. Yeah, if it's just me, I'm hiding. I'm finding a nice, rusty-looking boat that looks abandoned enough. Like, the type you'd be like, oh, that's definitely got no fuel in it. It's just got loose from the harbour.
Oh, yeah. Like, you'd make it look safe.
Yeah, and then just learn how to fish.
Yeah.
I might catch scurvy, but I'd be alive.
Yeah. What is scurvy?
It's a lack of a certain vitamin. I can't remember, but the pirates used to get it a lot.
Right.
Because you were getting direct vitamin C or D all the time, but you weren't getting the other vitamins that we usually get on land from like other fruits.
Yeah. The mutiny's back.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I think there's loads of options with a boat because you could travel.
Yeah.
If you run out of supplies in one area, you just fuck off to the next.
You could take the lines that riverboats used to use as long as you're not wide and all of that. So yeah, you could travel across the UK quite a bit using that method. Yeah,
and worst case, you dock the boat, jump on a canal boat.
Swap over.
Or you just have a diggy back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, if I'm by myself, that's the plan.
Yeah.
I hide on this rusty thing. If I'm with everybody else, we look for a bigger boat. And then once everybody's on the main boat, it will be us three jumping off, getting weapons and food and scavenging. Because we have to provide for everybody on these boats, pretty much. Yeah, and then everybody can look after themselves or make reports on whatever what's going on. But on the field, I would only trust you two to cover my back, really. That's genuinely how it would be.
To be fair, if we're talking about like ocean idea with a boat, why not a mining rig? Like an oil rig out in the ocean.
We couldn't sell anything to anybody in the East by this point.
Well, no. But like, they're quite far out. The likelihood of people going there is slim.
Move?
No.
Yeah, I thought so. That they're just...
So you take a boat there, set up camp, leave the boat docked at the bottom, and then if you need more supplies, you go get them.
Well, we would be living off quite a bit of fish by this point, I reckon.
Yeah.
It would just be fish, seagull, fish.
No, but then you go back to land to get stuff, then come back and stay there for a few months.
I think my main goal would be to bring like a bunch of soil.
Yeah.
So that we can then make potatoes.
You bring as much as you can. Yeah. And they've got like the rigging gear, so we could easily rig up a platform underneath, closer to the ocean, as like a little one, like garden.
We would need one of them massive nets that you attach to the
boat,
and then you just drag it across. We could eat crab and shrimp for a very long time.
Yeah, unless you're allergic to shellfish, in which case you're fucked.
You're done. I'd tell you go scavenge for your own food. We've got our food, bro.
Yeah. So, Legends, what would you do? First thing you'd do.
First thing I'd do, Probably transport.
Yeah?
Yeah, something big and robust. Take a beating.
Take a car, go find something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to a survival shop, get some knives, equipment, and all that. They'll go to the nearest gun place. So that could be, obviously, police, army bases, gun shops. Obviously, internet will still be running at that time.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to do your research beforehand. Go as much equipment as I can. Then I'll probably come and find you guys.
I'd raid my fridge. Not fridge. I'd raid my shed.
I don't have much of my sheds.
I've got loads of shit. But I'd raid that first and then go scavenging.
Yeah, and then we would find a location where 3 of the sides are closed in.
What kind of location?
Something with everything in. So you've got supermarket, survival gear, maybe a gun centre.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
To be fair, somewhere like B&Q.
Yeah.
So like a shopping area with like a B&Q and an Asda or Tesco's or something, that would be perfect. A tech store would be handy.
That would be very handy.
Not desperately needed, but handy.
Or at least one close by.
Yeah, because obviously you'd need radios and stuff like that.
Yeah. And then...
Like shortwave radios.
Yeah,
like
so
walkie-talkies, I mean.
Yeah.
To be fair, this could be quite difficult just because everyone will be in a panic.
Yeah.
And people...
They always say, once the zombie apocalypse happens, wait 2 weeks. So make sure you have enough food for 2 weeks to survive. That way, all the weak, or the people that are the weakest will go first, and then...
That, and you don't get stuck in a massive crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of mass panic.
Yes, there isn't going to be as much in these locations, but it's easier to deal with the dead than it is to deal with the living.
Yeah.
To be fair, securing an orchard is pretty good.
Yeah. Or a gardening centre in general.
Yeah.
Because you think they have food plants as well.
Medical plants.
Yeah.
There.
They have all kinds of plants.
Medical plants there.
They may have plants that can be used medicinally, but it may just be that they're flowers as well.
Yeah.
The last thing I'd do is raid a hospital.
Yeah.
I'd much rather raid a pharmacy.
Yeah.
Because you think a hospital is going to be full of dead people at that point.
That is true. That is very, very true.
Like, you think one person dies in there, potentially all over for that hospital. Yep.
Yeah, man.
Well, I don't know. The electronic locks. If someone manages to hit an emergency switch.
Depending on what hospital is.
Yeah, but if someone manages to hit an emergency switch, they can probably lock the infected in one area. Like the dead in one area.
All depends on how it's transmitted.
Yeah.
If it's airborne.
Well, we said it's through a bite.
True, yeah.
Like, but we said that everyone's already infected. It's just when you die.
Yeah.
But a bite or a scratch will speed it up.
Yeah, and help make you die within like a couple of days.
Yeah.
Instead.
Well, I suppose at that point you get some form of bacteria infection that will kill you anyway.
Yeah. To be fair, having somebody who's been recently bitten just take all the risks would be pretty useful.
Yeah.
All depends on how long they take to change.
A day.
Yeah, if we assume it takes like a few days because the infection... Because I'm assuming there's some form of blood infection that will end up getting you where you've been bitten. Kind of like how untreated HIV or something would get you.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that can take you quick if you don't get tested for it. But if we assume it takes anywhere from 24 hours to like 72 hours,
Yeah.
that's a maximum of 3 days.
Yeah, so you use the person that's infected to do the risks.
That you can get someone to do stupid shit.
Yeah, I would say, we definitely stay at the big cities. Nah. Definitely.
Oh, yeah. Fuck London. Nope.
But yeah, what was the rest of your plan? All you did was equip yourself. Where you hiding?
He did start talking
I
about
did
it.
say where we was hiding. Somewhere with like gardening centres and everything like that.
Oh, yeah.
Then you were surrounded with containers.
That's going to be a pretty big job to do.
It is a big job, but you're secure.
Yeah. Like, on the way back from, depending on how many containers you need.
We're going to need a lot. Once it's all done.
Well, you've got some local docks.
Yeah.
That's true.
And after 2 weeks, like, everyone would have probably have evacuated.
They would have left that. Yeah, they would have
And you never know, there might be useful stuff in those containers.
Exactly.
gone up to Scotland.
Yeah.
The iron bases, you can get sentry guns.
And do you know what we could do? We said about making a gate. No. We get a container that's double-ended.
Hey, most vehicles won't fit through there.
No, we have two gates. We have a vehicle gate and a foot gate, which is like an
Ah.
airlock.
We could put sensors and everything in that. So
Yeah.
sense it.
To be fair, I would just make my base in the container, personally.
No,
Well,
because
yeah.
if you get swarmed.
But if we're building a community,
Oh, yeah, but I'm still going to be the same ignorant guy I've always been. And not get involved whatsoever and just have my own container that looks over. I'll be like the watchtower.
but what we could do is we could use supplies from like a B&Q. If we're talking about our local shopping centre, could use supplies from B&Q and then use DFS and turn that into accommodations.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, we also need a quarantine site for newbies that come in.
Vets for pets.
Put them in cages.
Vets for pets.
Do what we have to do.
You've got medical stuff in there.
Yeah, true.
You've got Asda Pharmacy.
Who's going to be checking them, by the way? Because I'm not doing it.
We'd have to try and get someone with medical experience.
Yeah.
To check them over, because obviously
Yeah.
everything has to be on show to check for the bites. And
Well, we'd have a medical personnel with a guard.
yeah.
I'm probably make it a few guards.
Yeah, at least a guard or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that person with medical experience is very valuable.
Exactly. So they go everywhere with an escort.
Yeah.
I
Except
think
to
I
bed.
would be a pretty good scavenger.
So you'll be the resource hunter.
Yeah, I reckon so.
I reckon we'd have a couple groups of scouts.
Go in different locations, mark off the places you've been, places you've raided.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'd be like the Black Ops. Yeah, the special Black Ops. If someone goes rogue and dips to try and tell another group about where we are, we'll go take them out.
But then who would be the leader?
Well, that'll be a discussion for three of us.
It would be a discussion, but what would end up happening is that we would break the leader role into three places.
Into
That's
a
how we
council.
usually do it.
We could have a council.
Yeah, we usually break the role into different pieces because we
Yeah.
have specialities that we do.
Yeah, but we'd have a council, and then you'd have a spokesperson who would kind of, after we've had our council meeting, we'd then have one person that would stand up in front of the crowd and translate this
We
conversation.
would need someone with a charisma
Yeah,
to speak out our opinions. And
Although
yeah.
Helix.
Because I'm not really much of a people person when it comes to speaking. I'm just super direct.
I can
I
speak.
don't smooth things over whatsoever.
Yeah, but the spokesperson wouldn't be the leader. They'd just be
The mouthpiece, what we're
yeah.
Yeah.
But like we'd have our conversation, we'd finish our conversation, then one of us would go to a podium and be like, "So, this is what we've discussed. This is the plan.
Yeah.
If you have an issue with it, please find a council representative and speak your mind. Because at the end of the day, it's not a dictatorship.
No.
We're not going to be like the government.
No.
We are going to be open to suggestions and opinions
Yeah.
within reason.
Within reason.
Yeah.
If it's like, let's burn this place down, it's like, no.
No, we built this. What are you talking
Yeah. But like, if people are like, oh, I don't agree with that, I'm actually an expert in this, like, here's my qualifications, I think we should do this, then it's like, all right, we'll take it into consideration.
To be honest, with a place like this, we would need to consider tools for determining people who are sick or not. Because if you're ill and could potentially die from that illness, which you could in a zombie apocalypse, cold, flu, and all of that, we would need a quarantine zone and we would need tools to determine who's sick and who's not. Because people can fake being sick.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even realize you're sick.
Yeah. But I'm sure there's like buildings there that we could use for quarantine.
Possibly.
Like there's plenty of stores there. And there's empty stores as well where we could build quarantines.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's at least one that's got like a locking cage for specific stuff. Because I'm sure there's products there that need to be under lock and key when they're not on the shelves.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah.
We have to be quite a big quarantine site depending on how many people we have let through.
Yeah, true.
Not many.
Or we could use containers.
I say use containers. Split it into two.
Yeah.
Have two people on either side.
Mm.
And then we have someone monitor them for 72 hours.
Yeah.
If they don't show any signs, they're free to go.
If they're still alive.
Yeah.
Oof.
If they're not,
I think it should be more than 72 hours. Because we can't just assume that it's actually going to be 72 hours.
True.
How quickly does the common cold fade from somebody without medicine?
Anywhere from a day to 2 weeks.
So 2 weeks then.
Yeah.
We're going to need a lot of containers.
Yeah. Especially if it's something that's easily caught.
We'll just stack them on top of each other.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
Build some stairs. There's plenty of supplies in B&Q. And if we run out of supplies, I'm sure we can find somewhere else that has supplies.
Yeah, there's tons of places around.
And there's loads of B&Qs around. And Wicks.
Yeah.
In fact, we've got that entire industrial estate across the road that's full of tools and building supplies.
There you go. That's the first place we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
So maybe... I'd say we still go with the Asda area.
Yeah.
But maybe we don't use the entire site. Maybe we only do that corner of Asda. But then clear out the area between B&Q and Asda.
Oh, okay, I see what you're doing, yeah.
So we have the actual homestead where DFS, Asda, Halfords is.
Yeah.
But then we scavenge from the rest of it what we need.
Okay.
Because otherwise that's going to be a lot of containers.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Would be a good idea, though.
Yeah.
It's so painful.
But we've got that car park around Asda and Halfords is still pretty big. So there's still plenty of space to use. Someone's cutting the grass.
Yep.
But no, I think there's loads of things we could do in a zombie apocalypse. What would you definitely not do?
Cities. 100%.
Oh, 100%. Don't touch cities.
100% not touching any city.
That's death waiting to happen.
Yep.
No serious motorways either.
Yep.
Guaranteed that some random person's crashed it.
Yep.
Or blocked it off or turned it into
Or people have just abandoned their cars.
Yeah. We don't want to.
No loud noises.
Like a hedge trimmer by chance?
Yeah, something like that.
Weird. Sorry. Yeah. I wouldn't trust any outside entities either that promise help. Like government bodies, like in helicopters and stuff like that. Saying, I would take rations, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Because there would be a ration system set up as the UK.
I personally don't think I would trust the military to keep me safe because I think they'd take it too militaristic.
Yeah.
There would be...
I feel like there wouldn't be enough. Because there's only so many people in the military. So they can only do so much to protect us. So I fear that what will end up happening is we'll just all get stuffed in a box and one person will turn and then they'll just shoot all of us.
Yeah.
Whereas at least if we have our own area, we only have to fend for ourselves.
Yeah, I think I prefer that. And there's always somebody who wants to take control in this chaos.
Yep.
And it's always somebody who you shouldn't trust.
Yep.
So they're like, yeah, we've got this space here, blah, 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 blah. I would not take it.
No.
Make trades and make deals, sure.
Yeah, I'd be happy to trade with other groups.
But that would probably be about it. I think we should also limit the population we take in as well.
Oh, yeah. If we haven't got the space, we haven't got the space.
Because there's only so...
What about children?
It depends. If it's like 2 kids on their own that somehow found their way to us...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what if it's a family with kids? Do we take the kids and leave the family?
They've got adults with them that can
look
after them, and they chose to have the kids.
I'd recommend if we knew there were other places they could go, we could be like, hey, we'll send an escort with you to take you to this place.
Yeah.
But we can't take you in.
I wouldn't do that every time though. That'd be a waste.
No. It just depends on who it is, how they seem.
Mum's pregnant, dad's worn out, and they've got 2 kids.
And no vehicle.
Escort would probably be on the line. If it's just mum, dad, and 2 kids, I'd probably just send them on their way.
If they had a vehicle, then definitely hit. We'll mark it on your map. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Have legends siphon if you're what we're talking about.
Hey, we just need this tyre.
Just halfway. Just enough so they don't notice until they leave.
Just take their fuel line sort of thing, so they won't see any reading.
Cut the fuel line, just nick the fuel.
Cut their brakes.
Yeah, because I would definitely get stuff like generators and that.
Oh, yeah.
Electric fences are useful. Barbed wire.
Oh, maybe we raid one of those, You know the companies that supply like the big industrial generators for like festivals and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Raid one of them and get a couple of their big jennies.
Yeah.
Good.
But then the military also have jennies as well.
Yeah.
So we can still
But like we get a couple of the big jennies for like outside and for powering buildings.
To be honest, the military ones are probably better because they're built for the military. They're not built to be fixed and then charged at a higher price to fix them. They're built to last, so the military doesn't bother these small companies anymore.
Yeah.
So but you could also, if you couldn't get the military ones, that's the backup.
Yeah.
But we could just have them all and have them in storage as and when we need to swap them out. We just need to make sure we have a vehicle with a tow bar.
We'd have plenty of vehicles.
Yeah. I'm sure there's plenty of vehicles with tow bars because people love caravan holidays.
Exactly.
For some reason. To be fair, caravan holidays aren't that bad.
I like them.
How do you think you'd put the scouts on motorbikes?
No.
No?
Because zombies, strangely enough, don't have a sense of fear. So
True.
if they hear the noise, and all you've got to do is have 2 or 3 zombies stick their arms out,
And
they're cooked.
Yeah.
They're dragged off the motorbike. Even if it kills the 2 that dragged them off, the others are around and
just jump on.
end of story. I would say you've always
Small
got to
cars,
be
though.
in a vehicle, in a car.
A nimble car.
Because even if that breaks down, you still have a couple of, a small car with a hole in the roof. Because then that way, if you have a crash and you're surrounded, you can still escape through the top and figure something out. You have more time to save.
But I reckon we have the scouts in small nimble cars that go scout out areas, and then they radio into someone with like a van or a truck to go collect supplies.
Yeah, they can always have a radio. So if something happens, there's always like a big van to help out nearby.
And even if it's like, hey, I'm done for, like, don't go this way, that's something at least.
Yeah.
But no, I think scouts in small vehicles, and then we have like the scavenger team in some vans or trucks.
They'll be in trucks and armoured vehicles.
Yeah. Or at least big vans. Depending on what it is. We need some vehicle trailers as well.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're not always going to have someone to drive a car back. So at least if we have a vehicle trailer, we can collect the vehicle still.
Or if there's anything unique we might use.
We definitely have to scavenge some scrap yards as well.
Oh yeah, as much metal as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as we have a place to forge metal.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Try get a blacksmith. Or at least some books on blacksmithing.
Yeah.
Because it can't be that difficult to learn these skills in like a survival situation.
Well, it depends really.
Yeah.
Well, doing stuff crudely at first is normal.
Yeah.
But if you manage, like, because we know what certain brackets and stuff look like. So if we can make poor imitations that do the job, I think we're happy enough.
But it doesn't have to look pretty, it just has to be functional.
Yeah. In the modern world, things have to look pretty and secure and that. If you're just trying to survive in a zombie apocalypse, it just needs to be functional.
Yeah.
You can make like crude water collectors and crude hangers and stuff.
And spears.
Spears and all that. Yeah, man.
What weapon would you have? Not firearm. What melee weapon would you have?
Melee weapon?
Spear.
I would probably keep a small knife on me. And
No, that would be considered a tool and an emergency weapon.
okay.
But your main weapon, your go-to, your favourite.
It would probably be a spear. Just to poke and jab.
Yeah.
And keep at a distance rather than. I would usually say a sword, but spears are easier to make. You just find like a long bit of ply or something.
And just fucking tape a knife to it.
Yeah. Honestly, just get something sharp and put it on the end.
No, do you know what I'd do? Have you ever seen like it's not a katana, I can't remember what it's actually called, but it's a Japanese weapon and it's essentially a katana on a spear handle.
An odachi?
Something like that, yeah.
I think,
I'd probably have something like that.
Massive. Yeah,
but with a slightly shorter handle.
Blade, so
oh, yeah.
Yeah. I can jab as well as slash in one direction, I think. With a safe back. I wouldn't want it double-ended. I'd want it single-ended.
Yeah.
But I'd keep a machete on me as a backup.
I would keep a small knife for me as a backup because.
Well, you could have a machete and a sheath attached to you.
Yeah, but if you're in a closed space,
or
if you're being pressured.
Well, you'd always have a knife on you anyway,
Yeah.
because that's a tool as well as a weapon.
Yeah.
But I'd then have the backup machete for, say, like, I spear them and like either the spear breaks or it gets stuck and I can't retrieve it quick enough. I can always have the whoop.
Fair enough, man. Yeah, I would choose spear. I really would choose spear. What about you, man?
I'll choose spear.
Alright.
Spear would be the wise choice. Got the distance.
Yeah. But you'd have to have people without spears as well that can go quicker.
Yeah.
Because spears, you're limited on your movement.
To be honest, police batons wouldn't be bad either.
True.
Blunt force trauma.
Yeah,
And they're metal.
And so long as you're quick, you just quickly like poke something or whack something out of the way.
Yeah. You could even sharpen the end of it.
Police pin.
Yeah.
And just, in terms of weaponry, there won't be much, but I would try to make shrapnel bombs.
Yeah.
As well as have fireworks for distracting huge packs of zombies.
Yeah.
Because in The Walking Dead, you've got the herds, haven't you?
Hordes, yeah.
So you just fireworks over in that corner or wherever else and send them packing that way.
Or even like, you could have like a little radio or a Bluetooth speaker that you could just throw into the crowd.
Yeah, but we won't always have electricity.
No, like, as an option, I mean. Not as in like a guarantee.
Yeah, if we've got the Jennies, just charge them on there. Put data bombs on them.
That's assuming we get the Jennies.
Yeah, throw it in. Nails, screws, broken marbles. Proper dirty bomb, that shit.
Definitely.
No, that'd be way too many. In fact, I'd be more vehicle focused and more engineering focused. But I try to make everybody's lives better, air conditioning, all of that.
I don't know.
If you're a leader, dying is the last thing you need to do.
Oh yeah.
So I would have to be in the walls, maybe just making
everybody's
lives better. I reckon that's what I would do.
But I feel like there needs to be a couple leaders that are willing to go out, because why would I want to send someone out to do something that I wouldn't do?
So,
it would 100% be you.
yeah, probably.
I feel like both of us would go out as a pair.
Yeah, I'd happily go.
Yeah. I feel like you'd be part of the scout team and I'd be part of the scavenging team.
I would, but the thing is that if you're a leader, dying is the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, but you've also got to be willing to do things that you would like someone else to do.
I never said I wasn't willing.
Yeah.
But
he's not willing.
We would only go out in emergencies. I think that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Have teams for these kind of things. But only be willing to go out during, like, let's say, I don't know, something's happened to the scouts.
Yeah.
Scavenger team stuck in mud.
Yeah.
We're only available. We would go. Get them out.
I feel like I'd be part of a recovery team as well.
Yeah, big truck. Big truck.
Yeah.
Big Bertha. Just dragging people out of mud or whatever situations.
Picking up loads of resources.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And, like, even if there's a broken down vehicle, we still take it because the parts are still handy.
Oh, yeah.
To be fair, I think every vehicle we find, we're going to do that.
Yeah.
Just drag it back, take it apart, pull out the ECUs.
Yeah.
The air conditioning, the radios, and all that.
I'd try to get older vehicles as well that don't have ECUs.
Why?
Easier to repair.
Fair.
Like, if we don't have anyone that knows how to use an OBD reader, we're fucked.
Damn. No, that is a good point.
So if we can get a vehicle that doesn't require
older the better.
ECU, we're fine. Easy enough to repair, easy enough to figure out. Oh, look, that thing's hot. That shouldn't be hot. Oh, that thing's got a hole in. That shouldn't have a hole in.
Oh, the engine is missing. Wow.
Well, let's get a horse.
No, I think horses would be terrible to have.
Oh, yeah. But we definitely need to try and get livestock.
Yeah.
And a butcher.
Definitely a butcher.
Yeah.
A farmer, butcher, gardener.
Yeah.
That's three of the things we definitely need that probably no one will think of.
Yeah.
And then a handful of people that have basic mechanics. If we
Damn.
can't get a mechanic.
Yeah. Because we put armor plating on and stuff.
Yeah, we just need some DIY mechanics.
Yeah.
And some, like, handymen that know a little bit of jacks of all trades. They will be our saviours.
Oh, that would be great.
Because, like, I have a basic knowledge of mechanics, but fucked if I know.
Yeah.
I can change a tyre. Could probably take a carb off and clean it. I can siphon fuel. That's about it.
Ninja siphon.
Yeah.
But
I could weld some metal to it. I could do that.
I mean, what would be our policies for handling other people, though?
Quarantine.
Yeah. If
They're not planning to come in with us. It's like we notice that they're spying on us, not doing anything.
Then we send scouts out to follow them back.
Yeah, we return the spying.
Yeah, see where they come from, see what they're planning. Then we'll send someone in to infiltrate.
If they look like they're just regular people that need help, then maybe we offer some supplies.
Okay.
But if they look like they're bad news.
But if they look like they're not struggling, and they're just looking greedy, then we deal with them.
Okay. All right.
I'd rather not kill other people if I have to, if I can avoid it.
Yeah.
Like I don't want that to be the first, like, you wronged us, bang bang.
No, it won't be that.
But like, you're actively trying to murder me. Sorry, bro. In a world of be or be killed, I am being killed.
Fair, man.
But I'd rather avoid violence if I can. Simply on a moral compass, you know? Because, like, when the human race is suffering in a zombie apocalypse, if we can keep people alive, I would prefer that. We don't have to get along, but let's just go our separate ways rather than murdering each other.
Rather than pull out a gun and I don't like you, bang, bang.
Yeah.
I've never been that kind of person.
But as I said, if it's between me and them, I'm picking me.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can avoid it, I will.
Fair enough.
Simple as. How about you, Legends?
What's up?
Would you do the same?
He was not listening.
Oh, I was listening. But the question.
Would you avoid violence if you can?
I'll be more prone to violence.
Yeah, but if you could prevent
I'll find out what they're doing. And then
say you've just bumped into them.
They said they're wearing a ghillie suit.
One
and we've gone, like, not far out of our borders, but across, like, the grasslands, yeah. And you accidentally trip over someone wearing a ghillie suit.
I'll tie them up.
Like, watching in the direction of our camp.
Yeah, I'll tie them up and take them to another location that we'll have.
Yeah.
And then question them.
Yeah.
I definitely think we should have smaller locations elsewhere.
Yeah, like outposts.
That aren't necessarily manned.
No, they'll just be like safe spots.
Yeah.
So people can rest there for a couple, like an hour or two, get some rest, then leave.
Like we'll have some like non-perishables there.
Yeah. A couple walkie-talkies, so if anyone comes across it and need help, they can just radio in.
Yeah, or maybe rather than walkie-talkies, we'll just have a regular like truck radio set up.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
But yeah, I'd capture them and question them.
What about you, Vaughan?
Well,
where are your morals leading you?
I'm in between. So if I've tripped over this guy, I probably wouldn't take him anywhere. I would question him on the spot.
See, the reason I wouldn't, just in case he's not alone.
I wouldn't try to tie him up.
Scouts are never alone.
Yeah.
Plus, you're never alone.
Yeah.
So if you capture him and move him to another location, if he is with someone else, they will follow.
Yeah.
So you can tell if they're with someone else.
To be fair, I would probably turn it into an immediate hostage situation. So on the spot, in case. Because like you said, they're not alone. So I wouldn't go to tie them up. I would immediately make it seem as if he's about to die.
Yeah.
Then I would question them on the spot. Who you with? Blah, 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 blah. Because I don't ask how I know this, but the back of a blade's handle feels awfully like a gun when you're threatening somebody at the back of their head.
Oh, yeah.
So that's all I would do. And then I would question them, are you alone? Yes or no, all of that stuff. If they're not alone, radio in.
Yeah.
If they are alone, I wouldn't radio in. I would simply ask them what they're doing.
See, I'll still radio it in just to make sure everyone knows what's happening.
No, I would go back and tell everybody what's happening because it wouldn't be too much of an emergency if they're by themselves. If they're just scouting
But
out.
what happens if they're by themselves in that area and there's other people in other different areas?
Well, they would tell me because
Oh, really?
threatening somebody's life is enough to tell them usually.
All depends.
Mm.
How loyal they are, how brainwashed they are.
Yeah.
Because during the apocalypse, there's going to be cults made. There's going to be all
Of
kinds of
course.
shit going to be made.
Yeah.
You don't know, but at that point, if your life is usually the highest thing you can trade for information.
True, but
So,
most people throw that away.
yeah, if they do, they do. But more than likely, 9 times out of 10, people will give you what you want in response to their life being threatened. Especially if it's sudden.
True.
It's sprung up on them. They don't have time to come up with a lie. I would just spin who you with, blah, 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 where have you come from, all of that. Yeah, and if it comes down to it, it comes down to it. I'm not really down for murder, but I would have to defend myself, really.
Yeah, I agree.
But I wouldn't resort to tying them up or anything. Not really. I would just, in that spot, that's where everything would happen.
Yeah.
I would only move location because at that point, if they're there, they already know where our entire group is. So taking them somewhere else might lead to whoever their group is confronting our.
But then we would know they're there because we'll be watching.
Yeah. But
And we're not taking them to the main community. We're taking them to a safe spot.
no, but if they're spying on the main community already, their group probably knows where our main community is.
Well, maybe we have a safe
you
spot
taking
near
them
the main community.
Yeah, so you taking them, for example, you taking them somewhere else may garner a response from their main community onto our main community because they know where that is, but they don't know where the second spot.
So maybe we have the second spot not on site, but within view. So we can see what's going on, but we can still keep them out of the main community so they can't cause trouble there.
Yeah.
Or they can't cause panic.
Yeah, in my case, I think I would take the path of least resistance, really.
Yeah.
So it'd just be quick questioning, return back, hey, we're being spied on.
Yeah.
So my immediate response wouldn't be, especially if they're somewhat cordial, they're like, hey, I'm by myself, or I'm with people. My response will always be to let them go the first time, but to alert our people.
Yeah.
This is what's going on. What is our solution?
And the problem is, we're always going to have someone in the community who's going to disagree with whatever decision we make.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
But they're not a leader.
No.
So get out if you don't like it.
Even if it is a leader. There might be part of the council that disagrees with it.
Yeah.
But which is what's the purpose? That's the purpose of the
That's
council.
the purpose of the council.
So that rash decisions can't be made.
Yeah.
Or if rash decisions are made, there's other people that can deal with it.
Yeah.
On the topic of dealing with it, unfortunately, you guys are going to have to deal with the fact that this is the end of this episode.
All right.
Damn.
That was quite a nice segue. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for this episode. As always, if you've enjoyed listening to our ramblings and you want to hear more of them, make sure you hit that subscribe button, or depending on what platform you're on, hit the follow icon, and make sure you hit the notification bell or notification icon, whatever it's called, so that you know when we go live with more episodes. And if you haven't hit the notification icon already, we go live every Thursday, not live, but new episodes are out every Thursday at 4 p.m. GMT, or whenever I remember to upload it.
Yeah.
For now, though, I've been Trigger Helix.
I've been born.
I've been Legend.
This has been the Trigger Trinity podcast, and we will see you in about a week. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.